Monroe Woodbury High School, Central Valley, New York. Talented freshman. This will be interesting. These guys are both young. It's fun when you're, a young guy on the college scene. Sometimes you feel a little less pressure. You just let it fly, offensively, and just the whole experience of being a college wrestler is unique in of itself. But, when you're a freshman, sometimes you just you're like, well, the pressure's on the older guy. Well, these guys are both freshmen. So we'll see some fireworks here tonight, I would think, at 1:49. Findora, good level changes. Oh my goodness, Jordan Brown. That was exceptional. And he goes right to that tilt. Oh my. Oh, with no back points. I think Coach Borshoff's gonna throw the brick. That's a good challenge. That's a good challenge. That was an awesome sequence of wrestling. That was so fast. I missed it. And then he goes right into that tilt. That's what you want to see as a coach. Coach Borshoff's that's what we want. We want to be a young, exciting team. And then they also have that awesome, leadership, with Dupre and Nolan. And, they just have a good mix that way. And then, Coach Azevedo has that, as they review the call, we're just going to talk a little bit more about the coaches. But, Coach Azevedo has that relationship with his guys where he's like, listen, you're not just my athlete, you're my guy, I'm going to help you through anything, whether you're struggling, to finish your single, that's me, but obviously they're not struggling academically at all there over at Drexel. They're setting the standard academically, which is fantastic. And I talked to Coach Azevedo before the match, and I talked to him yesterday as well, and I think he's just really proud of the effort of his guys. And they go on the road tomorrow, Army West Point. They're still staying in Binghamton this evening, and they'll get on the bus at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And I mean, every weekend's tough in college wrestling, but you just compartmentalize it, and you're like, listen, every other team's doing this too, so we're gonna grind it out. It's not like those other sports where you can eat as much as you want, which, as former wrestlers, or when we were current wrestlers, we were always jealous of those other sports, which is pretty much every other sport. So they're looking at the back point sequence right now. It's rare that refs overturn their own calls, but it has happened. It's happened many times in college wrestling. It's going to happen even more. And Coach Borshoff's just looking for a 2-point near fall. He's not embellishing, saying that should be a 3-point, 4-point. It's a 2-swipe situation. So ref's going to come back to the center of the mat and tell us what the verdict is. So no back points, but there was a takedown. So they called a takedown and an escape there. Interesting sequence. Findora really low to the mat, wrestling on one knee, kind of like Casella does. And so Jordan goes down to one knee. He's like, if you want to go low, I'll go low. Let's see who can get lower. Now they're both back up. Good fakes, good level changes. And, the other thing is both athletes are changing their lead legs, which is good. You're a little more unpredictable that way. Findora has more of a heavy left leg lead, but I've seen him lead the right as well. Good hand fight. They also do a good job of clearing ties as well. But with the dual meet pretty much in hand for Binghamton, that was a really good challenge because, You only have one more match to go, so you might as well use it up. So, of course, Borshoff really good at challenging calls. It looks like Coach Borshoff and Coach Cody Reed shopped at the same shoe company, whereas Sabacher did not go there because he doesn't have the light beige shoes, but might feel a little different there. But at the end of the day, they're looking sharp, that staff. Short time here in the period. Good leg attack by Findora. Really good leg attack, and that's exactly where you want to be. These guys are good freshmen. I'm excited to watch these guys continue to prosper. Yesterday at Binghamton, this shows the depth that Binghamton has at 49. Caleb Sweet comes away with a great victory over Munch from Lehigh. Comeback victory, great leg attacks, great finishes. Just a great overall effort there. And then Binghamton also has Michael Zarif, who's a mainstay in the lineup, and 6-5 on the season. So they have 3 options at 49, which not a lot of teams can say that. And conversely, Drexel has many options at 74. 2 guys redshirting, a great starter. You want to build that kind of depth with the program, and both of these programs are doing that at certain weight classes. So wrist-to-wrist tie up here. Good fake off of the wrist tie. Dom takes a quick look at the clock, but then does a really nice fake. With a 3-2 score, 23 seconds on the ride, I mean, yet another really close match, and we've had quite a few of those this evening. Findora's doing a good job of holding center, but so does Brown. Right now, Findora is kind of... And you could even hear Azevedo and the Drexel coaching staff get him to the edge because of the stall call, so or the stall call capability. Good fakes. Short time here. We're down to 15 seconds. But you can see Findora's doing a really good job of holding center. Good fake. Jordan Brown will go in the bottom position. He's up 3-2. He does have 23 seconds on the advantage for the riding. Claw ride by Findora. Sits him to his hip. Claw ride again. Coach is telling him to step on the foot, pull him forward. Now, that's a great position for Findora. It wasn't close to back points, but there was definitely that threat of back points right there. Jordan Brown was a state runner-up just 1 season ago. Gets to his feet, good hand control. And a stall warning. That's a tough call. Tough call. But that could loom large. So riding time's going in Drexel's advantage now. Good lift and return by Findora. Brown does a great job getting to his feet. He's up again to his feet, up again. Another great lift. Wow. Several beautiful lifts and returns. And I mean, all night, both programs have been doing a really good job. I kind of think that was a makeup stall call because the first one on Findora was a little, and let me just get this right. The refs are doing a great job, but I think the first call was a little, I'll just leave it at that. Claw ride again. Crazy sequence here. So Drexel's up. Over a minute on the ride. He's got to keep him down to tie the score 3-3. Brown knows. Brown knows if he gets out, most likely he's winning this match. So right to his feet, good caught, beautiful double. Now, this is where it gets dicey. You can't stay below the hip. We might have extra wrestling here, folks. I think we're gonna have extra wrestling, and we will. With the riding time, 3-3 match. You know, momentum's huge right now. Findora goes right back to the center. He's like, I'm ready to go. Riding time actually goes away in the overtime, and then it accrues in overtime.
Stay low. Stay low. You got him off. Cut him off.
Beautiful double. Got in really deep. Findora is really good at peeling these hands. He's right at the elbow. He's perfectly where he needs to be. That's a strong position. Got it. Great match, though. Overall, just fantastic.
Let's hear it for 149. Great match. The winner from Drexel is Don.
Both guys are tough. We'll be seeing a lot of these guys in the future, so we're going to jump to 157.
Score now, 19-12 Bearcats.